Hey, Critical Mass, we're back. I didn't want to lose. You know, we already lost once, so we're back for this wonderful Saturday afternoon, October 6, 2012. Brian's going to tell a story about Cindy Crawford, who I'd love to just suck on that dimple on her face.
It's my conversation with Cindy Crawford.
Okay.
So, I'm doing room service at the hotel in L.A., right, Mondrian. They order food out at Sky Bar. So, room service are the ones who took the food out to Sky Bar. So I get there, it's like a burger and fries, and I'm like, yeah, I got an order for, they're like, oh, it's for her over there. And they're sitting at the bar, jeans and white t-shirt, Cindy Crawford. And I know this sounds funny, but they looked exactly like Cindy Crawford.
I know.
I mean, sometimes you see people, and they don't look like themselves.
Right.
You know, and you're like, wow, they look weird, or they don't have the makeup on, or like, I saw Johnny Depp. Like, Johnny Depp didn't look like Johnny Depp. Cindy Crawford looked exactly like Cindy Crawford.
Wow.
So she says to me, she looks at me and goes, do you have ketchup? And I go, that's weird. Like, the magazine image of Cindy Crawford that I've lusted after so many times just came alive and asked me if I have ketchup. So I go, what? She goes, ketchup. Do you have any ketchup? I go, yeah, let me get you some. So I went back, got her some ketchup, brought it back, and she looked at me again, and she goes, thank you. And I go, you're welcome. And that was my conversation with Cindy Crawford.
Wow.
Very cool. Totally cool.
No, I thought more happened. No, maybe she said, hey, you know, I mean, nothing said, but just like, hey, you want to sit down while I eat my burger? Did you eat some of her leftover fries?
It was her husband, Randy Gerber's bar.
Oh,
so
yeah, you can't do that stuff.
She probably wasn't going to, much as she wanted to hit on me, she probably
I would have thought you, yeah, all right. Any other, you got any other stories on you right now, or anything coming to mind? I got a question for you. If you could meet any person in the world, anybody, alive or dead, there's one person you want to meet, and please don't tell me it's Jesus Christ. But if there's any person alive or dead you'd want to meet, is there anybody? Because I already know mine.
I already know mine too.
What's yours?
Lucy Liu.
Really? Out of anybody in the world?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, mine was Ali, man.
Ali?
Yeah, I've always wanted to meet Ali. He's one person in the world I want to meet.
Oh.
And Jesus. But Ali first.
Well, you'll see Jesus in the resurrection.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
Well, you know, as GW said, his favorite book is the Bible. That's the only book he's read from cover to cover. And I read the Book of Mormon every night just because I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Really, Lucy Liu? Really?
Yeah, Lucy Liu. Yeah.
Really? She does it for you, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No. Really? Yeah, she's all right. She's on the new TV show about looks stupid as shit.
The Jekyll.
Jekyll and Watson.
It's,
Watson and Elementary.
Yeah, Elementary.
Elementary.
And the other one is Vivian Lee. Do you know who Vivian Lee is?
Yeah, from Psycho.
No, that's Janet Lee.
Vivian Lee.
Vivian Lee is on Channel 1, New York 1.
Really? Don't know who she is.
That's right. You don't have New York 1.
I don't New York 1. She's hot?
She's beautiful.
Really? There was a black woman on Channel 7 that used to be on that I had the free, and now she's on 4:30 in the morning. I would do things with her in front of my family. My mom, I'd be like, Mom, I love you. There's certain women I'd be like, Mom, I'm really sorry, but the only chance I'm going to get is you have to watch, and you're going to have to watch. And it's bad that I just said that out loud. But
wow.
That's just me. I'm demented. I'm perverted. I got a little problem. So anything else on your mind?
Well, I got, you know, they talk a lot about entourages in that show.
Right.
Broke.
Right. ESPN 30 for 30, folks, if you didn't see it.
The thing is, like, I think sometimes people have to perform for their entourage.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Like, I had an experience at the hotel with a star who I won't name, who was a prick, and he's got a reputation for being a prick. But
Russell Crowe.
No. He when presented with his bill, and I had to collect at the time because of the way that we ran things at Sky Bar, and I had to go back to the hotel and get closed out. And he was just like, just set it on the table, man. Like, mean. But I think it was because, you know, it's like that scene from Goodfellas where the guy comes up to him and says, "Hey,
Shine my shoes."
Can you square up on this bill?" You know, he's like, "Square up on the bill," you know. And he says, "Remember Joe Pesci getting all pissed off?"
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Since you embarrass me in front of my friends, it's like one of those things. Like I said, I won't mention his name. It kind of ruins the story, but
it does ruin the story, but that's all right. You're a little PC.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll never forget an actor told me. He said, if you're an asshole before you make it, you're just a bigger asshole when you make it. So he was probably just. That's why I look at a lot of actors. They say, oh, they get big. You know, maybe you get a big head for a little bit, and then you come back to normal. But
yeah, I mean, there are people who are total assholes, and they're like Joe Schmo on the street, and there are really nice people who are Joe Schmo on the street, and there are people who are total assholes who happen to be movie stars. And there are really nice people who happen to be movie stars, you know.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Like,
yeah, and I'll tell you a story. My father, we know this guy Hank Gola. He writes for the Post. He's a sports reporter, and he wrote a book with Jim Burt after they won the Super Bowl in '86. So his wife just got diagnosed. He covers golf now, and he told Phil Mickelson that his wife just got diagnosed with breast cancer. Phil Mickelson personally called his wife, Hank Gola's wife, up for like 15, 20 minutes, and they were able to find doctors. She lives in New Jersey. They were able to find doctors for her, you know, and in Jersey that would for specialized in breast cancer. And my dad and I both said Tiger wouldn't do that, you know. So it's like, you know, but I mean, people are there's crazy shit, you know. I mean, Phil Mickelson's a really good guy, you know. I mean, that's what you hear that all the time about him.
Yeah.
I would hope, you know, you hit it big, you'd be nice to people. You know, what do you lose? All you do is gain. You know, you can do so much. You see a kid, hey man, okay, yeah, you want me to sign that? All right, I'll sign it. That's all right, kid.
Yeah, but then you get sick of that after a while.
Yeah, I know.
Leave me alone.
I know, yeah. I want to eat my dinner in peace. Yeah, so folks, we could go on, but I think I gave you a big dose. Unless, Brian, you got anything else you want to talk about right now? If you got anything, say it. Let it out. We can come back again.
Okay, I got one more.
All right, hit it.
One more. So it's Oscar season out at the hotel in LA, right? And Universal is sponsoring a big party. And so at the pre-shift meeting for, you know, room service and waiters and stuff, they're like, don't bother anyone for autographs. That just goes without saying. If you bother anyone for autographs, you get fired.
Right.
And we're all like, who would want these people's autograph anyway? You know, like, fuck these people. So we're working the party. Just everybody who's anybody is there. Warren Beatty, Halle Berry, all these huge names. Okay, and I'm like, you know, whatever. And then I turn and I see Bob Dylan, and he's with this nice-looking, like, Native American woman who was, you know, not like knocked out. I mean, Dylan's like 70. So
we're talking hotel, not 7-Eleven, right? Hotel. Yeah, I had to say it. I had to say just to see if I got it. I got it. Okay, no joke. Keep going. Okay. So this is the hot air. Keep going. I don't want to ruin your train of thought.
Okay, so no, but isn't the joke something? It's not hotel. It's.
Oh no. Yeah. No, not hotel. Casino. I'm sorry. Casino. 7-Eleven.
Yeah, casino.
Sorry, casino. 7-Eleven.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's Bob Dylan. I'm going to go introduce myself. Because he's a god in my eyes.
Okay. I don't get it, but that's okay.
He's worth getting fired for.
Really? Okay.
So I go over, I tap him on the, she's in this like nice, soft leather coat. I saw that.
Okay.
I tap him, and he's small.
Oh, really?
I tap his shoulder, I'm like, and he turns around and he goes like this. He goes, oh. But it was like that Dylan sound.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was,
right,
it was him. It was like, ah. So I'm like, oh, Mr. Dylan, I just want you to know I'm a huge fan. It's an honor to meet you. And he goes, he kind of like I offered my hand, and he gave me his hand and like turned away as he's giving me his hand, and just he didn't squeeze at all. It was just
it's just a
total limp. But I didn't care.
I would have.
Because it was Bob Dylan's hand.
That's a pussy.
So I like shook his hand, and that was amazing, man. I met Bob Dylan. That was totally cool. That's my thoughts on the story.
Woohoo! We're gonna have on that note, folks. Note, folks, because I got 10 minutes. I didn't think I was gonna get this much. All right, Critical Mass. We'll be back later. Thank you for coming today, Bri. Love your body.
Thanks for having me.
You're the best.